The Growing Churches programme is a core strategic activity of the Wales Leadership Forum. It seeks to equip and empower evangelists or evangelism enablers to help churches in challenging locations to make a difference for the Kingdom of God and their local communities. The programme is now into its second year with a new cohort of 4 evangelists from across South Wales. 3 are working in churches and the 4th is working in the arts and media. Here they are to tell us more about their work.
Currently, I work a couple of days a week as a classroom assistant, or rather a creative practitioner in local schools teaching animation. We also are seeking to reach the community through evangelism in any way, the people around us with the gospel. So that could look like street evangelism with the South Wales Open Air Mission.
I was looking to join the WLF and the programme because my colleague James, who's also a missionary with Truth Planters, he was invited to be part of it, and each week he'd come back and he'd be sharing about what he'd learned and we'd be discussing it together as a team. And he just came back so enthusiastic that it made me interested in what he was learning, and also I've got a real heart for discipleship, but I maybe don't feel like I'm a natural evangelist. And I know it's something God's called me to in partly moving here, that evangelism will be a big part of it. So I wanted to learn more about, how it's done.
The ministry I'm most involved with is supporting artists, and that's in various scenarios. So I work for an arts charity called Morphe Arts. I also do work with the Presbyterian Church in Wales in a new arts venue in Forest in Pontypridd. I'm
actually currently an elder at the church, and sharing in the work, preaching and teaching and whatever else that goes on there, from preaching to cleaning the toilets, and that's what we do at Abersoch, and we share the load, share the burden.
And one of the things I've absolutely loved and miss when I haven't had the opportunity are the monthly meetings that we have in Cardiff with Phil and Kath. Always feel uplifted and built up, and always fired up, ready for the month that is ahead. So that's been a real highlight.
The thing I'm enjoying about the Growing Churches programme is the opportunity to bounce off people doing similar work but in very different contexts. So that would be things like what is evangelism and how that outworks very differently per person and per locale, per church.
I would say the programme supports my ministry in a way that is unseen, but it helps me to free up some time that I can be more involved in the work of the church, with whether it be evangelism or preaching or even turning up to the midweek meetings and encouraging others.
I was excited to be a part of it with him, and also for me, it gives me connections. I've moved from an area where I know lots of people to an area where I know so few, and it helps me get to know, the church around here and brothers and sisters, and how to connect with people from a Valleys mindset, which is slightly different than a Northern mindset.
It's such a joy to get to meet together and pray. That's a massive gift.
So just a couple of things about the programme. I mean, number one, the financial support has been absolutely huge for my wife and I. I mean, we're currently raising support ourselves, but that extra income has just proven to be a huge blessing. So that's number one. A second one, I've just loved connecting with the other guys. Yeah, it just builds your faith up, and you gives you the opportunity of being honest as well, because sometimes in our culture we're not great at being honest with our struggles, and this gives us the space to just do that.
The Growing Churches programme is helping me with my particular work. One, in a very on-the-nose sense, with the financial freedom to spend time with allowance to do this. And so sometimes that means just I get to pray and my time's covered, so I don't have to my family doesn't have to pay the price for that.
I would say come and join, because this programme has really helped me. No matter what background you come from, whether you're a good reader or a good scholar, you come from arts, degrees, it doesn't make a difference. This programme can help.
I had to describe the programme for me, small would be looking at the heart of evangelism and how that is biblically, what the foundations that we saw Jesus and those who followed him living out biblically, but also how to apply that to now, how to apply it to our current context. What's God's heart with it? How did he do it? And how to take that out into the context and the mission fields God's placed us in.
We're excited to see how these evangelists are making a positive impact in their churches and communities, sharing the gospel and Jesus' love with the lost. Please consider supporting people like James, Anna, Jason and Nate with your prayers and your finances.